should be live, though. You'll have to let me know if it doesn't go live. Yeah, Zach, I don't think your music thing even made it onto the screen because I haven't gone live yet.
Oh.
YouTube hung on the going live, apparently. Didn't do it until I brought the tab back up. It's definitely live now. And now I have the track installed.
Drivers, to your cars. Drivers, cars.
And we're live from Martinsville. Wow, we've got a low on the front row.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, field rolling off. Front row is, that's Steven, no, that's Brian Lowe and Cristiano De Saab. We'll be starting on the front row. Pace car comes into the pit lane, leaving the field under the control of Brian Lowe. Off at turn 4, and we are green in the Goody's 200. Man, if this is a real race, Cristiano De Saab will be getting a black flag. He beat the leader to start finish. De Saab will lead the first lap. He just can't quite get around low on that high side. He gets a good run through the corner, but it's not as fast as the bottom.
I think they should try an off-tackle run here.
Okay.
Counterplays haven't really been gaining them that many yardage on second down.
Okay, Spirit Box John Madden. Man, this is a better race for the lead than we saw all last week at Richmond. Man, it just got depressing me. This is a really nice Martinsville from the year 2012. I think about it as I see speed signage. De Saab may have finally cleared him. De Saab has the lead. Let's take a look at the battle for the 5th position. guys on the high side are slinging it in there. So last night before I went to bed, I noticed that I could go ahead and install the show 22 as Dave Daniels bounced defense level turn 2. I haven't fired it up yet. I also installed, what was that game? Named after a body of water you can use at the lake. I installed that too. Haven't touched it.
I haven't played it. It just looked kind of cool to me, so I wanted to see if you play it and let me know how it is. And the Indians win.
They're not called that anymore. They're the Native Americans.
They're the Cleveland Libtards.
Be a hell of a team, man.
Fucking Joe Biden.
I mean, I will say, like, half the stuff I hear about old Joe doing, I'm like, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I'm not really,
Or that violates our constitutional rights, you know, that sort of stuff. But, you know, I can't say that all of Trump's decisions made sense to me and didn't violate the Constitution either, so maybe we should just stop having a president. You know what we need? A monarchy. Who should we make King of America? Or Queen?
Beyonce.
No. How about Will Smith?
Oh, Jesus.
Say bad stuff about America and he'll slap the shit out of you.
Oh, did you see Ty Gibbs got fined?
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember. So he had an altercation, ran up and started a fight, and then claimed the other guy started it. Is that the synopsis?
What?
He had an altercation on track, got pissy about it, and then after the race ran up and started a fight with a guy and then claimed the other guy started it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that should be parked for, I don't know, 26 races? I mean, the real thing is, a lot of these younger drivers who've grown up being able to get away with shit, which is why they race like absolute clowns. And NASCAR needs to, maybe even at the lower level, start stepping in and having consequences for driving like a clown. Like, I don't know, new K&N Series rule. You completely wipe a guy out, you lose 2 laps. Granted, the K&N Series is dead, but you get the idea. That at the lower level, these guys should... I'm trying to think how to phrase this. The consequences for driving like a clown and wiping people out should get less as you go up the ladder, not the other way around. You should get punished for... Oh, we've got a crash. Phil Parker in the wall. 69 involved. And Phil Parker, I think, is still getting hit by cars. Gets going again. That car is beat up. And the caution is out. Let's go to the tape.
Gotta watch the tape.
So let's see, he's racing with Troy Torgerson in the 69 and Chauncey Redmond Jr. last week's winner in the 40. I think he won last week. He got some help there. And then he gets clipped. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Let's go to the onboard. I think he got a lot of help there, but he may have lost on his own. Let's take a slow-mo bumper cam. See if the 69 clips him. Yeah, 69 definitely got him, and I don't think he was going around until he got hit. Let's find ourselves a pace car as we work today's first caution in the Goodies 200, presented by Goodies, and the number 200. I feel like some days I just have nothing to say, so I nearly out-Tony with Tonyisms.
Yeah, you just add "and others" to everything you say.
I've been doing that. Trying to think. You also have to go, wow! And what's the other one he does? There's another one he does. What's the other one that Tony does all the time? Oh, and triangle. I don't know that Adam Beresford's not going to lose a lap pitting here. Or maybe he's okay. No, I guess he'll be alright. Like, this is a really good-looking version of Martinsville, isn't it? Now, I think Phil Parker's about to lose a lap. Oh, nope, he's going to get torn too. So is iRacing giving us any teases of new content, or are they staying quiet for now? I'm trying to remember, this is the Martinsville with the hidden ramp in the infield, isn't it? Lights are out on the pace car. Looks like we do have a couple of cars that have gone a lap down. Steve Inkman is down a lap. Who's that in the 50s? Is that White York? I think that's Inkman and York that are down a lap, along with Beresford was already a lap down when I said he was going to lose a lap. So, fuck him, I guess. Pace car back into the pit road. Desai going to lead him to the restart. And we're green again from Martinsville. Inkman going to take a lunge to try to get his lap back. Because my mouse cursor was in the middle of the screen. You don't want to be seeing that shit. Desai just about has Inkman cleared. Doesn't quite clear him there. Had to think twice about turning it as Inkman was sending it. But Inkman's out of first class postage now, and Desai will pull ahead and back a lap down. 3 wide action here. Lap cars kind of being in the way. Desai with trouble. That car is real slow down the back. And he is going for the pit lane. What is happening now? Jared Shadle now leads. These guys are running around like there's 2 to go, not nearly 200. Desai continues to sit on pit road. Not looking good for the 18 this year. '58's out here just being a roadblock. This is infinitely more interesting to watch than Richmond was. I don't know why. I've decided for next week I'm going to run one of the dirt Bristols, just normal Bristol. Do you have any thoughts on that, Zach?
No.
No, you don't have thoughts, and no, you don't think I should run dirt Bristol in Bonanza?
I'm not a fan of dirt.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a version of dirt Bristol that the AI race well. Like those 358 tracks, the AI were fun to watch because they actually slid around. But then again, asphalt Bristol with I AI in 2003 isn't all that great either, so... A little argy-bargy here near the back of the field. They keep thinking like they want to be 4 wide, and I just don't think that works at Martinsville. I think just 3 wide should work. Somewhere in all this where I've just been watching this, we missed the pass for the lead. Let's see how Brandon Raines is doing up in the lead. Steve Inkman really praying for a caution right now. And Ziggy's going to try to get his way around Shadle here. Ziggy's had a pretty good car on all the short tracks, so if he can get up there, that can get interesting. Trey's up here in the front too. So you think anybody's going to blow over in the Cup race in Talladega?
Probably.
Yeah, I haven't heard that they made any tweaks to the cars, so I'm not optimistic that the car will behave any better, as Desai is back out and running. Currently scored in the 42nd position, 2 laps down. And we've got another caution on the speedway. Trying to figure out what it's for. I saw smoke, but didn't see any apparent incident just yet. Let's see if the boys in the truck can find it. Okay, there's our moment of caution. Let's find our cause of caution. Chauncey Redmond Jr. in the fence. Yep, he went off into turn 3 and clipped the back of Connor Babel and both of them into the wall. Redmond actually up on 2 wheels briefly. Can't imagine that's going to help him. As most of the field, with the exception of it appears Trey Larkin, are in, Trey will take the lead if he stays out here. And I think that means Steve Inkman got his lap back. Pit road a little congested there. And that 20 car nearly lost a lap, which is not being driven by Zach. It's, what's that 4th guy? It's Markel Murphy, right? I didn't have a car for him, so we just threw him in your car. A little bit of a traffic jam at the end of pit road as they wait for the light to go green. 58's going to start pushing the 18 around at the end of pit road because we can't wait for the light to change. Now the light changes. And the 58 has gone into stupid mode and is now going, and the 18 just hit the end of the pit wall as the 58 can't figure out how to do physics. There he goes, and the 18's going to toe. Cristiano Desai having the kind of day where you really, really contemplate whether life is actually worth it. It is, but you have to contemplate. Jeez, these AI sometimes. Oh shit. And there was the 1 to green from the starter stand. We're gonna double them up and let them rip again. Any day now the lap cars will come to the front. There they are. Pace car dumps itself down onto the pit road. I don't think that's a word I've ever heard used to describe that, but we've done it now. And Trey Larkin will lead them back to green as we complete the 41st lap. Green, green, green. Larkin gets a good jump and will clear the lap cars, and so will Brandon Rains. Shadle stuck to the outside of the lap cars. Rod Weston trying to pick his way through using the lap cars to open holes for him. He's going to go 3 wide in the middle. I think he's going to get both of those spots. He got around the 19 and the 23 and then clears the lap car down the back. Shadle gets around the 1. And Isaac Groth with an unscheduled pit stop. It's going to take him out of contention as he merges right in the middle of an angry hornet's nest. Moonglow desperately trying to get around this 1 car so he can try to make some time on the lead. He just can't make the outside work. As he gets put 3 wide, Groth to the bottom. Pair of lap cars ruining his day now. He might just clear the 1 here on corner exit off of 2. He's got him now. He's only got 1 lap car to deal with, but still stuck on the outside. Just watching the leader disappear slowly in the distance as he cannot navigate this lap traffic. Get a good run off of this corner, maybe? Nope. Didn't roll the center as well as he would have needed to get this run. He's agonizingly close to clearing him. The 64 just licks the stamp and sends it off into the corner. They are sending it like those guys were in the truck race last night. Rod Weston's gotten himself down to the bottom. If he can get up here, he might actually be able to get around both of these cars. And we've had our first retirement, the 18 car, after plowing himself to the end of the pit wall. Damage due to that was terminal, so Cristiano de Sa is the first retirement having started on the front row. '64 gets around Ziggy, and now Ziggy having to fight with Rod Weston. He is not going to win this battle from the looks of it, and he will lose a spot. Now Joe Polson takes a look at him. Starting to get tight up at the front. Let's take a look. Rains has brought this gap down to about half a second. Jared Shadle staying with him. Trey, who Tony Pizarro cannot spell, continues to lead, but his gap is not growing like he'd like to see it grow. They're staying on him pretty well, and they're going to be catching lap traffic before too much longer. We're now past the 1/4 distance mark. Only one retirement thus far in the race. 2 cautions, both are very similar incidents of guys just misjudging where bumpers are going into turn 3. That may become a trend today. Taking a very defensive line there down the back. So defensive that he's bringing these diving pits. He cannot pick. We do have smoke on the front stretch. Not sure what the source of that smoke was. Did see what looked like a 119 by the pits. We've got a car blowing up down the back. That's the 22 stout. We've got a wreck in turn 3. Cheeseman's in it. Jack Painter may just stay on the lead lap here. Painter barely kept his lap there. We can find out what happened here in 3 and 4. Rolling the tape back. On board with Spike Levinson off into turn 3. Dylan Luke is just going to hit him from behind into the fence. He and a handful of other cars go. Hearing a lot of contact that we can't see from this angle. Let's see if we got another angle. Just went in there and nerfed him. Yep, Mark Murphy pushing that 47 around. Meanwhile, the 22 going into the pits with smoke emanating from the engine bay. A lot of takers on pit road here. That 22 has been retired. The motor toast. Warm. Oh, look, a train! The train! Things Tony would probably also be excited about. Trains! Jeez, a bunch of cars might lose a lap here. Ziggy Moonglow cycles to the lead now. Ooh, 4 or 5, maybe more cars losing a lap. Doug Spark gonna lose a lap here. Dave Daniels losing a lap. Markel Murphy gonna lose a lap. Spike Levinson losing a lap. Adam Beresford losing another lap. You just can't dilly-dally on the pit lane here today. So we've now got a good number of cars a lap down. 30 cars appear to still be on the lead lap at this juncture. Led by Ziggy Moonglow. And there's the 1 to green from the flag stand. Gonna get doubled up and ready to go again. A little bit of contact here under caution because, you know, why not? Doug Spark will be the first car on the inside. 64 is actually failing to lead the lap, so a quick caution could get a couple of these guys a lap back. Pace car into the pits once more. 36 still in the pit lane. That's not going to end well for him. And we're green. Moonglow's got West and Radon and Mouse. They're boxed in behind a couple of lap cars. And they're both stuck to the high side. Ziggy tries to get down in front of Inkman, doesn't quite do it there. Neither one of them getting to the bottom just yet. And Spark out there prying for debris, anything to bring out a yellow and get back in this thing. So he gets himself clear. He's on a mission. He needs to pull away here. And we've got a caution. Doug Spark trying to race back to keep his lap. Doug Spark's going to do it. He's going to keep the lap. And let's see if we can determine the cause for our caution. Got a bunch of smoke here down the back. What is this smoke coming from? Yellow was already out here. Ah, there it is. Ben White's going to clip the back of Dave Daniels, diving into turn one, turn him around. Bounce off the wall himself. As he tries to resume, he's going to get contact between Grant Lyde and Yuri Rodriguez, get pushed sideways down the backstretch. Looks like everybody else just misses it here. A lot of contact going 3 and 4. As Jared Shadle dove to the pits like a complete fool. And Ziggy will be one of our takers. Not as many takers on pit road here. This is going to shuffle the field up. Trey Larkin in. Ben White obviously in with some damage. Doug Spark coming down the pit lane. Roderick Whitman pits. Troy Torgerson, Tony Gunk all pit there. And our new leader is going to be... Molitor Hill now leads. It looks like Isaac Groth has lost another lap in the pit lane. Going to shuffle Ziggy, Trey, and all the takers way to the back of the lead lap cars now. Be curious to see how pit strategy plays into who takes home the miniature clock at the end of the day. Because obviously we don't give away a grandfather clock for the support series, right?
They do in real life.
It should be a smaller clock for the Xfinity race, shouldn't it?
Congratulations, you won the modified race. Here's this wristwatch.
Yeah. The Cup race is a grandfather clock. The Xfinity race, it's a nice wall clock. The truck race is a clock radio. And modified, you get a wristwatch. And if you win the late model race, you get a sundial. I think Junior said it on the download before, but more tracks need to have unique trophies. Like, did Nashville do guitars last year? I don't even remember. I know that that used to be their thing way back when, and people got upset because, you know, Kyle Busch smashed some guitars. It's like, he won the guitar. I mean, I guess he can smash it if he wants to. I mean...
I don't remember if they did or not.
1 to green. Molitor Hill's going to be the leader, but we got a good handful of cars stuck down to the lead lap on this restart.
Back in a minute.
Okie dokie. I'll still be here, bonanzaing from Mertensville. Oh, and we've had a wave off. Don Cheeseman seems to have stopped out on track and needed to get towed back to the pits. They've added another lap to this caution period. Bunch of cars on the front stretch that can't get sorted out. Give them 1 to green again. Let's see if these fools can sort it out or if we're going to get another wave off. Race control screaming at teams to get their drivers in line or get the hell off the racetrack. And these fools still can't get figured out as the pace car comes around them. This could be the ugliest restart in Bonanza history. Roderick Whitman and Ben White can't figure out what the hell they're doing. The pace car is in the pits now. Oh boy. Oh boy. They still can't figure it out. They still don't know what they're doing. Somebody finally goes around him. Cheeseman's rolling again in the pits. Field's coming through turn 4. We still haven't sorted them out. We're green. Sorted or not, race control throws the green. I have a bad feeling about this. They dive 3 and 4 wide into turn 1. That will definitely end well. Roderick Whitman, black flag, straight to the pits. Race control not happy with how he made a mockery of the restart procedure. And Brandon Rains is going to take the lead in all the chaos, followed by Bobby Farrell. Bunch of guys praying for a yellow here. And they might get it. Unscheduled stop for Rod Weston. I think he may have also had a black flag and all that nonsense. This is a really jumbled field here on Martinsville as we work lap 77 now. A lot of 3 wide going on. Not necessarily the smartest thing to be doing in Martinsville.
New player.
I wonder who that could be joining us in the Bonanza Broadcasting booth.
Mr. Douche.
How are you doing, John Batista?
His dog's been connected for 1 minute 17 seconds, but he literally just got here.
Yeah, that's weird.
How you doing, dog?
Whoa, Doug Spark knocked up out of the groove.
Got lots of packages today.
Yep. Stephen Lowe working his way up to the field, moves into second, setting his sights on Brandon Rains. He's stuck in this traffic of nonsense.
How many Amazon returns did you have?
It's okay, take your time. Brandon Rains trying to put Doug Spark back down a lap. With Stephen Lowe breathing down his neck. Stephen Lowe's going to get shuffled here by a lap car. It's going to give Brandon the room he needs. Doug Spark nearly wipes out the leader. Got both lows in the top 5. So good run for them so far. Where is that? I mean, probably running X-Cal.
Running X-Cal.
We like haven't seen him all week. Is he even in? Is he actually in the X-Cal race?
I think so.
If he's not, we're sending out a search party. Trying to stretch it out, use traffic to his advantage. Working on Steve Inkman now. As the most screwed up restart I've ever seen. Stephen Lowe finally gets unhung from the high side and is trying now to work his way through this lap traffic and make a charge at the leader. Laps ticking away, 11 laps from halfway in the Goody's 200. Is Goody still in business?
Yeah.
Like, I just haven't seen them this much. Like, everywhere I would expect to see their ads has been replaced by Blue Emu, and I still don't know what emu oil is. Is it from emus or something else? These are just questions we may never get answers to. I'll never bother to Google them. Yeah, Ziggy and Trey not having a good time picking their way through. They're currently 19th and 20th. I think that pit strategy is a mistake they've made, but we'll see if the cycles form later in the race. 28 cars currently on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap is T-Mac Murphy in the Team Danger Zone number 20. See, unlike Tony, I can remember the name of your team.
Thank you.
Yes, it's Team Footloose. Stephen Lowe's making time, but he still has 2 lap cars between him and the leader. I don't know how lucky he's going to get trying to deal with them. Still only 2 retirements from this race. We've got 40 cars still circulating in Martinsville. That means a lot of traffic and not a lot of space. Take a static look at the world's largest conveyor belt. A little bit of space here around Whitman and Shadle, but most of the rest of it is solid traffic. Stephen Lowe trying to make a move on the lap car, Steve Inkman and the number 57 Kalula Dodge Intrepid. Zach, you ever had that particular brand of hot sauce? Because if not, I highly
No.
recommend it. It is my favorite hot sauce. I buy it in the massive bottles. Well, Stephen Lowe's gotten by one of the lap cars for medium leader. Let's see what he can do to Doug Spark.
Really? They're playing an MLB game tomorrow at noon
Yeah.
Getaway game, dude.
on a fucking Wednesday?
That's
Yeah, they do
baseball
that.
for you.
That is retarded. Oh, my bad, stupid.
JB, I really don't get bothered by the word retarded when it's not correct.
Yeah, it retards on people, so.
Jesus Christ. Satire!
I mean it.
I did dine in at Chick-fil-A tonight.
How would you get?
Cool, cool.
Got a large cup of, large bowl of chicken noodle soup, spicy chicken salad, and frozen coffee.
You didn't
And
get the lemonade?
I did get a large lemonade.
Ah, there you go.
Their lemonade is fire as hell.
It's so good. Like,
It has so much goddamn flavor.
I don't know how they do it.
Hold on, let me go get the rest of mine.
Stephen Lowe making a move on Doug Spark. And there's a lot of cars ahead of Brandon Raines. This could start getting spicy like some meatballs. Brandon Raines having a look in the mirror now as Stephen Lowe comes up behind him. Stephen misses the bottom there. That's not going to help him. Brandon gets around Troy Torgerson. Lowe touches the back of that 69, gets him a little sideways. Frustration might be setting in with these lap cars. And once again, he finds himself now with lap traffic between him and Leo. He's going to send it on Torgerson here in the 3 and 4. He's not taking no for an answer. Clears Beresford. He's now on the hunt again. As Nate Moorhead moves his way up into third. Stephen Lowe looking that curve. Trying to make time, but Brandon Raines is stretching it out. Little bobble from Raines in the 3 and 4 though. Stephen Lowe inching closer and closer.
Dude, what the fuck? I just got home 15 minutes ago. I roll in the driveway. Penguins are up 1-0. I come in the house and they're down 3-1.
Sports, man.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck because they need to win. Go to the Blues. And 3 others.
Stephen Lowe trying to make some time here and get totals. Just inching closer, but not really making any lasting impact.
Wild, Penguins, Blues, Caps, and Rains.
Well, Raines misses the bottom there a little bit. Stephen Lowe can get a run off. It's going to be right there. It's the closest he's been to laps. Any closer, and he's going to have to make a move here in 3. I think he's going to have the space. As Raines gets checked up by a lap car, that might eat up some space here, but brings him even closer and closer. Yeah, but Lowe gets stuck to the bottom. Can't get the runoff he needed there. Moorhead sitting there in third, patiently trying to get through the traffic as Brian Lowe follows him. Chauncey Redmond Jr. running 10th now, works his way into the top 10 after an earlier incident. Checking further back, Larkin and Moonlow still not making any impression on this field. Still 19th and 20th after being towards the front earlier. Same for Rod Weston, 21st. These guys are just not making the impact that they would like to be making. And Stephen Lowe's going to get shuffled by the 33 from the looks of it. These lap cars are making their presence known. They're not just rolling over for lead lap cars. They're fighting even when there's no goddamn reason to do it. Redmond trying to pick his way through. Both sides of that car squished and smashed, but they're driving good. Conveyor belt continues the cycle around Martinsville. Redmond's got a lot of prospective passes lined up in front of him now, including the prospect number 72 of Alcello. That was an entirely accidental pun. And he's going to take a dive on Cello, goes for the spot, battle for ninth.
Battle for ninth.
Yes, ASMR race broadcast. A lot of smoke on the front stretch. We got one blowing up there somewhere. Let's see, who is that? Who is that? It is the 36 car. That thing is down multiple laps. Ooh! Brings out the yellow by nearly stopping him over that stretch. Joey Rodriguez and Chauncey Redmond nearly caught behind that. That car didn't even make it back to its pit. They're pushing it down the pit lane now. Let's see, coming off the 2, put the power down. And right about start finish, something turned loose. And there's not really anywhere to get out of the way here. He's just got to coast around, really checking people up, and it just grinds to a halt coming off of turn 2. Rodriguez just misses him. And then he comes to a stop, and the 5 car is going to just pile into him and probably wipe himself the 7, the 55 all in it. That might be a couple of cars out of this race, all because somebody's spotter's not screaming things like car stop ahead, go low, go high, go anywhere but where you are. And the pit lane will be open. A lot of takers here. Looks like most of them in as he hits Grant Lyde in the pits. On his way in, that's not going to be helpful. And Chauncey Redmond just got flipped over by a car in the pits. What is happening? What is going on? Oh, Lord, what just happened here? Oh, God, I'm going to do the Tony cam. I don't like to do rear chase, but I think it'll be the best angle for this. So, Redmond finishes his stop. They drop the jack, and as he rolls away, Painter comes in. He pushes Painter past the stall, and Painter just rolls him over. What the hell? He's just sitting on his car. Oh, and they both took a tow for it. They're both fucked. Nate Moorhead picked up a couple of spots in the pit lane, moved up to second.
Why is Alex Bowman running a Valvoline throwback when that's not even a Hendrick car? And while he's sponsored by Valvoline, it's the secondary sponsor on the car.
For the Xfinity race?
No, for the Cup race. They also didn't move the light blue and red stripes forward to match the number. They left it where the number was supposed to be.
I'll have to see what that looks like. Did you see the shit that just happened with the 40 and the 33?
No, dude, I'm not watching.
Oh my god, it was some of the stupidest shit you'll ever see. You gotta watch that, just that. Well, I can pretty definitively say that Chauncey Redmond Jr. will not win this race. Sorry, Tony. And the lights go out on the pace car. Top 5, Brandon Rains. 2nd, Nate Moorhead. Then Brian and Stephen Lowe. 5th, Grant Lyde. 6th, Nigel Raj. I still don't have his name memorized. Yeah, exactly. In 7th, Bobby Farrell. 8th is Curtis Griffin, I believe. 9th, Alex Stello. And 10th is Joe Polson. Pace car's in. Trying for the restart. And we are green again from Martinsville. Rains doesn't get clear into turn 1. Rains finally gets clear, but still has Inkman ahead of him. But at least his competitors are stuck to the outside of lap cars. He needs to use this now to make some hay while the sun shines and try to get away. Misses the bottom badly in turn 1, trying to run the cushion from the look of it. Realizes this is not a dirt track and just loses time. Got a 2-car buffer at the moment. Follow-up from the previous caution. Retirements, 36 with the blown motor. Weston with accident damage, and JT Armstrong also accident damage. At least 37 cars running. 24 on the lead lap now, including Steve Inkman, who really needs a caution. Bolson trying to move up here through the field. Taking a look at the inside of Nigel down the backstretch, but he doesn't have a slower lap car ahead of him. Grant Lyde trying to make time on both of the lows. He's gotten around Steven, is now working on Brian. He's going to get around Brian Lowe. That's going to move him into 3rd spot. Some work to do, though, to get to Nate or to Brandon Rains. In fact, Brian Lowe is going to dive back to the inside of him. He's going to have to start all over. Inkman pulling away from the leader. He'd love a caution. He could be right back in this thing with a half a chance. Trey Larkin struggling at the back.
Go! Let's go!
Sack.
Naturally, we're in New York, and what's the first thing I see in the fucking stands? A guy with a guy named Yamaka.
That, I mean, is there a problem with that?
Yes, there is a fucking problem with that. Cheap ass motherfuckers.
Jesus Christ. What the hell is wrong with you? everybody knows the cheapest people around are rich Christian men. Especially the ones that run those mega churches. They take in all the donations and buy themselves luxury jets and do nothing to help the poor.
Oh, I know them. I work with one daily.
Fuck you, Joel Osteen. Not sure why I'm watching Tony Gunga lap down racing, but it's kind of interesting. Yeah, Ziggy had a good car earlier, but it seems to have gone away from him. Chauncey Redman was in good shape until he got put on his door in the pit lane and lost a lap. And Nate Moorhead just can't get through any of the traffic because Brandon Raines has pulled out a 2.5-second lead as we quickly close in on the last quarter of this race. Yeah, I think the best scrap on track here is this third through, sixth battle that we got going on. Actually make it seventh. Jared Mogard is pulled onto the back of this battle. Ooh, Grant Lyde missed the bottom there. That's going to let Nigel get to his inside. Nigel doesn't quite send it there. Lets him get clear. You know, it's weird that NASCAR does have this string of like 3 races that are really close to each other, but then they'll do really stupid shit like have the trucks run Sonoma and then what, the Gateway the next week?
Yeah, something like that. Let me pull it up here.
Like, where was the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go Gateway. Okay, so picture this. So we're in Sandusky, Ohio. We're gonna go to Gateway. Okay? Then we're gonna come back. Then we're gonna go to Sonoma. Okay, with me so far. Then we're gonna come back to Ohio. Okay, still with me? Then we're gonna go to Knoxville, Iowa.
Can I make a suggestion for NASCAR?
I can make a suggestion for our team. Why don't we just load the Knoxville primary with the Sonoma truck and just stop the hauler in Iowa?
I have a better question than that. Why are the trucks back at Knoxville?
Because we like misery.
Like,
out of all the tracks they could have run.
Well, JV, go ahead. What dirt track would you take the trucks to?
Eldora.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would your second choice be if it's not Eldora?
And I-55.
You know, that would be pair I-55 with Gateway, doubleheader weekend, bring a dirt truck and
Oh, there you go.
There you go. You fix NASCAR, and then.
And look, it took about.
And then they can take that week off, and take a week off, then go to Sonoma.
So crazy, dude.
And where's the Cup Series? Like, they just ran Martinsville, and where are they this weekend? They're Bristol, and then where do they go? I can't remember the Cup schedule offhand. What is that for Bristol? It's Talladega, isn't it? Like, it's just weird combinations of races. We are now in the last quarter of this race. Brandon Raines, 3-second lead. Plenty of traffic working this way for now. We're watching a nice little scrap for the middle of the top 10. Jared Mogard's taking a look on the inside of Nigel. Battle for 5th. Let's see, can Jared get it done here in 3 and 4? Gets the run off. Can he clear him? Looks like he can. Looks like he's going to take the 5th spot. Ooh, Nigel really sends it in on the outside of 1 and 2, though. Nigel just trying to make this battle last longer with hopes that maybe that 15 will slip up on corner exit and get a run back by him. But I think the better move here would be to just settle in behind him and try to cross him over. But nobody on that team radio is telling the 37 that. He might end up making himself the next victim of the 007 here doing this. Here comes Joe Polson. Polson sends it up the inside. And Polson gets it done. Let's see, the conveyor belt taking over. Leader is starting to get into traffic. Is that going to help Moorhead make any time on him, though? Moorhead still has a handful of cars between he and the leader. Raines looking at nearly a 4-second lead now as he and Inkman catch the back of the field. Now over 4 seconds for Raines. Inkman catching the back of the field here. Gonna start picking up spots pretty soon. The next victim for him is gonna be Philip Parker there, 22nd. Inkman just hanging on to the tail end of the lead lap here. Kind of pacing Raines through the traffic. Maybe the best friend Brandon Raines can have right now. But Brandon better hope a yellow doesn't come out, because if he has to race his 57 at the end, 57 looks like he's got the classic field right now.
On.
Which hockey game are you watching, JB?
Pens Islanders.
Ah. I assume you're rooting for the Pittsburghs?
Yeah, I got money on them too, so.
How much money?
$10.
And
I
you
need
high
them and 4 other teams to win, and I win 185 US dollars.
You know, I've lived in a town that has casinos for a very long time. I've still never been to one. Raines finally makes the move on Inkman.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, like, I could see it being fun to go in there on the weekend. You know, going with a set amount of money that you're willing to spend and just, you know, play blackjack or something until either.
Oh, I don't play tables.
Oh, I would absolutely play those sort of games where it's not just dumb luck. There is a bit of chance, but you have a little bit of control over your own destiny, though.
I guess. I just like playing the sit-down games and just minding my own business.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, like, slot machines are just silly. You're just throwing money away. Like, if you're playing, you know, blackjack or any of the craps or any of those where there's a little bit of, you know, you have a little bit of control. It may still be fairly random, but that little bit of control makes it a little... It makes it easier to accept the loss, honestly, is what it is. Oh, Raines slams into the back of Parker, pushes him out of the groove. Yeah, I think the only, like, gambling I've ever done was we used to play poker in the dorm for money. And I didn't lose any money doing that, so I think I broke even every time. Although the one time, like, group I hung out with, they're like, oh yeah, we met these guys, you know, we were talking, they said we were going to play some poker tonight, you know, $5 buy-in, you want to play? I'm like, sure, I'll play. And we sit down in, I think it was a study room in the dorm when we were all playing it. It's like, oh, okay. And then it's like, yeah, at midnight you can just cash out, and, yada, yada, yada. Well, we get to midnight. I'm sitting on $25 worth of chips. And I'm like, I'm kind of tired. I think I want to cash out. And the guy who was the head of the other group of guys we didn't really know who was dealing and holding on money, he's like, oh, no, you can't cash out if you're that far ahead. It's like, you got to play to the end. Well, it ended up being me and him. And at 3 in the morning, I just said, fuck, I'm going all in on every hand. I don't fucking care. Because we had reached the agreement that whoever won got the pot minus the second place guy getting their buy-in back. So I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm just going to go all in because I'm ready to go to bed. Like, I'm getting my buy-in back. Like, whatever. And the next day, we were all sitting around and, like, they all said, like, we can't believe that you, like, just let him do that to us. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, we'd all agreed that we could cash out. It's like, well, what was I going to do? Have a fight over it? Like, it was like, I'm not, it's like, whatever. It's like, yeah, we're definitely not playing with that guy again. We're like, yeah, we didn't really know him, and yeah, no, he should have let you cash out. It's like, I mean, whatever. Laps are clicking away, and Brandon Rain still has a pretty good lead here. It's probably going to take a caution for anybody to get to him. But he is starting to get into traffic. The traffic is getting heavier. And Inkman has just bounced it off the fence. He's pushing real hard to try to get some of these spots as the cars lap down. Pretty soon here, Reigns is going to start putting cars in the top 20 a lap down. Next victim is going to be Dylan Lukeway in the 63 Shell Pennzoil machine. Actually, I think it's Shell. I don't think Pennzoil's on that one. No, Pennzoil's on there, isn't it? Anybody keeping tabs on Alex in the X-Cal race?
He's in third.
Well, that's good. We don't have to send out a search party at least. Is the race an absolute joke?
He's alive. He just posts in Snapchat like once a day after we've asked him like 400 times where he is. And it'll be something not even remotely answering.
We have a caution on the speedway. Brandon Reigns' lead is about to evaporate. Let's see if we can figure out what the caution is for. I see some smoke in 3 and 4. Looking for a car going slowly, not finding one. We'll do the pace car method. Lights on there. Incident between Jared Mogard and Stephen Lowe. Mogard gets in deep, clips the bumper, and into the wall they both go. Nearly took Adam Beresford with him. They'll both resume with a Scotia damage. Pit road is open this time around. I don't think we had any takers. Gonna be looking at a restart inside 20 to go. Lap traffic's going to play a major factor here. Whoever can get clear quickly will be in good shape, though. Top 10 as they run now under caution. Brandon Reigns, Nate Moorhead, Ryan Lowe, Grant Bly, Joe Polson, Nigel Ramaswamy, Tony Gunk, Stephen Lowe, Jared Mogard, and Glenn Kaufman. Haven't heard Glenn's name all day. Haven't seen him this far forward all day. A nice green flag run we were having too.
Dude, this guy for the Islanders is 45 years old.
Who's the oldest guy in hockey?
Him.
Oh, is it him? Okay.
Chara.
Chara, really that old? Jeez. I mean, I was listening
His
to a
first year is 1997.
I was listening to a podcast that's hosted by some guys who were in a show I watched growing up, and one of them made the comment about how they're no longer young men, how he's about to be 52, and in my head, I still see him as he was in the late 90s. Like, oh, God. Yeah, my memory of him is how old I am now. Actually, he was probably younger than that. Another lap of caution, so it will be right about 20 to go when we get the green. We'll get to see if Brandon Rains can bring this thing home.
God damn, this shit motherfucking good.
The lemonade?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's worth going to Chick-fil-A just for lemonade. It's amazing. Like, Wendy's has a pretty okay lemonade, but it's still not as good.
Oh, I don't know.
Like, I don't know how they do it. It's both.
What a sick! Oh my
It's
god!
both perfectly sweet and perfectly sour. I don't know how they do it.
The goalie just got hit sticked.
Lights are out on the pace car. Lap car is dropping to the inside. Lots of lap cars dropping to the inside. In fact, I think we may have more lap cars than we have lead lap cars at this point. We've got 37 running, and we've got 20 on the lead lap, so it's almost even. Pace car dives for pit road. Brandon Rain's going to lead him to the green. And we are green once more from Martinsville. Good start from Rains, who clears the 07. Will the 07 send it in on him, though? Tries to send it, doesn't get there. This is a good start for Rains. Moorhead fading back with the lap cars. Moorhead still stuck in the lap cars. This is not doing him any favors. Rains with a 1 second gap and 2 lap cars between him and second place. Moorhead's got to get to work. He's got to get around these lap cars. He's got to do it quick. Laps flicking away rapidly. Misses turn 1 there. That's going to let Philip Parker get to his inside in the Diet Dr. Kelp can of smashed shit. And we've got a crash. 55 in the fence. Looks like he may have gotten clipped by Grant Clyde. Caution's out. We're still wrecking on the front stretch. The 90's getting smashed around. And the yellow is out once more. Let's see what happened here. I think we are going to guess that the 82 is going to get... Yep, 82 gets in there and just hits the back of the 55. Pushes him sideways. We are actually still green at this point. But then we come off the corner like 4 wide and more contact, cars sideways. And that'll bring out the yellow. Field having a hard time getting sorted out here. Bouncing off of each other in 3 and 4 as we try to get sorted under this caution. Will likely be a single file restart. I'm not really sure if that helps or hurts Nate here. Probably doesn't make much difference because either way these lap cars are going to be in his way. But at least means he won't have one lined up to his inside.
They should make a form of hockey where the goal is so tall that the goalies have to jump.
That's an interesting idea. Glenn wrecking people under yellow. So like a lacrosse goal almost?
Sure.
I love when these AI just can't get sorted out under yellow. Yeah, I think half the field was stuck on the wrong side of the pace car, that's why they were all bouncing off of each other. Now there goes the 63 screaming by the field, so apparently he was on the wrong side of the field. And Nate just got rear-ended under yellow because his cars are still not sorted out where they're supposed to be.
They're running the Pocono road course. It's a minute 40 lap, and it's a 100 lap race.
It's also a motorcycle course at best.
Fucking go-kart course.
Yeah, it's just too narrow.
With a NASCAR track attached to it.
There's another Phasmophobia update.
What is it, Doug?
Corporeal ghosts.
Let me check.
AI just having a really hard time getting sorted out if it's yellow. Jeez.
A hot fix for some bullshit.
Fixie bullshit. Lights go out on the pace car, and the field is looking like we're gonna have another clusterfuck of a restart. Lovely. What are these?
Apparently
AI doing?
Oh, dude, they completely changed Tanglewood.
What is it, Doug? Map update?
Well, here, look at
Pace
this.
car coming in. The field's still all jacked up, even at the front of the field. This is not boding well. What are we doing? It's a double file restart, whether it was supposed to be or not, and we're green. Nate Moorhead's gonna be absolutely screwed by that.
Dude, this looks so weird.
Doug, it's like a whole new house.
Yeah, what? Whoa!
A whole new house and a couple of cars getting black flagged for those shenanigans, going straight into the pits. The 07 pits.
So this replaces the old house?
What?
This replaces...
I think so.
Oh, I'd rather have, like, Englewood West or something.
Reigns with a big lead now because of this absolute snafu of a restart. I think race officials are going to be having an awful long chat with some of these drivers before next week's race. Cars still getting black flagged for that. The 19's in the pits. And Brandon Reigns is gone. Battles now for second between Moorhead and Brian Lowe. Brian Lowe to the inside, looks like he's going to get it. Dave Daniels has worked his way into the top 10, having been anonymous most of the day. Moorhead going backwards quickly here, getting railroaded, stuck on the bottom. Nigel Lewis inside, here comes Tony Gunk behind him. Coming to 5 to go, and he's going back. The checkered flag can't come soon enough for Nate at this point. Nate still can't get to the bottom, but at least it's mostly lap cars coming up behind him now. As Tony Gunk takes a look at Nigel into turn 1. Gonna clear him off of 2 from the looks of it, but he doesn't slide up. He lets Nigel have the run off. That's a foolish move. Clears him again off of 4. Doesn't really slam the door on him there either. Looks like he's gonna stay clear. Gunk gonna go on the hunt for second with 3 laps to go. Brandon Reigns is gone by miles. Moorhead finally gets down to the bottom. Dave Daniels all over the 07, double 07 correction here as we work 2 to go. Daniels taking a look. Going for the 6th spot. Leader taking the white flag. Brandon Reigns, one more trip around Martinsville to win it. 5-second lead. The nonsense of a restart is going to hand Brandon Raines a win here at Martinsville. Brandon Raines wins. Let's see how the Polson battle settles out. Daniels looks like he's got him easily. Daniels will take that spot. Joe Polson's going to come home 7th. Hard-fought day all around. A lot of cars with a lot of bent-up fenders. Your top 10, Brandon Raines, Ryan Lowe, Tony Gunk, Nigel Ramaswamy, Nate Moorhead, Dave Daniels comes from nowhere to get a decent 6th place finish, Joe Polson in 7th, Jared Mogard in 8th, Grant Lyde brings it home 9th, and Glenn Kaufman brings it home 10th. 11th is, Curtis Griffin, 12th Molitor Hill, T-Mac Murphy in the number 20 car comes home 13th, Alex Stello 14th, and Stephen Lowe 15th, last car on the lead lap. Other notables, Chauncey Redmond Jr. 20th, 1 lap down. Ziggy Moonglow 21st, a lap down. Trey Larkin 24th, 1 lap down. Brandon Raines. Broderick Whitman 25th, also a lap down. Jack Painter 30th, a lap down. Late retirement for Dylan Luthley with a clutch failure in the closing laps. Still managed 32nd after that failure. And others. Cristiano De Sal lost 42 spots. That's not good. Alright, let's import the results and get you all the latest standings.